right, make sure you've got some water handy, that you're in something cozy. If you want a blanket or a pillow or anything for Shavasana, grab whatever it is that you might want. Thanks for being here. And I'm going to do my best. Get you head to toe, get the head in a little better space if you're feeling kind of off. If life's just been throwing stuff at you left and right, here's a safe space on your mat. And we're going to do our best to create space, open our hearts, clear our heads, move mindfully, and hopefully in 60 minutes, we're just going to feel so much better. So that's my goal. Sitting up nice and tall, any kind of seated position that you like, and just roll those shoulders up and back. And let your shoulders slide down and away. Close your eyes. Do that again. Big shoulder roll. Take it up and back. And let those shoulders slide down and away. We bring our hands down by our sides, pressing the palms down towards the ground. And we're going to just take a few moments to breathe, to connect sit bones to the mat, pressing those palms down, lifting through the spine, lengthening the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Soften your jaw, soften your eyes, and just take a moment to check in. How are you today? Are you feeling light, carefree? Are you feeling heavy, kind of meh? Whatever it is, it's okay. The amazing thing is we have the power to shift that energy into something more positive or hold on to that positivity. We're going to set an intention for our practice today. Whatever that needs to be for you. What are you hoping for the end of class today? And we're going to make it happen. Let's bring the hands to the tops of the knees, palms face the ceiling. Drape the wrists over the knees and bring your index finger and thumb to gently touch. As you inhale, open your fingers, spread your fingers wide. Feel that stretch across the palms. And then gently release, middle finger to thumb. Inhale, open your fingers, spread them wide. As you exhale, bring your ring finger to touch your thumb. Inhale, open those fingers, spread them wide. Feel that stretch across the palm. And then as you exhale, gently touch your pinky to your thumb. Inhale, open your fingers, spread them wide. And as you exhale, gently bring all the fingers to touch. Just fingertips to thumb. And breathe. We pull our hands to heart center. We're going to tuck our chin just gently. And we're going to take a moment here. Grateful for this time that we get to spend on our mat. And we're going to take this time to listen to and honor where we are. We're going to allow our practice to be whatever it's meant to be today, without judgment or criticism. We're going to be kind. We're going to challenge ourselves when it's appropriate. We're going to take a step or two back whenever we need to. Embracing, letting go, moving and breathing. Gently place your hands to the shins, just below your knees. Take a big breath in, lift your face towards the ceiling, open your eyes, hollow or arch your back. And then as you exhale, hollow your tummy and chest, press your spine towards the back, tuck your chin, maybe close your eyes. Inhale, press it through, arch your back, lift your gaze. And then exhale, hollow. Let's do one more each direction. Inhale, press it through, arch your back, lift your gaze. And exhale, hollow. Inhale it back up to that nice neutral spine, and let's walk it forward. Releasing the weight of the upper body down. You can extend those arms out long. You can support with your hands. You can rest on your forearms, just whatever feels good. If you need to get rid of the wiggles, just gently moving. Allowing yourself to just surrender down. Allowing the tummy and chest to kind of rest in your lap. just as best you can. Inhale, lift just slightly. Walk your hands forward a little bit further. If that's not great for your shoulders, don't worry about it. And then gently release it down. Anytime I add an option, if your body is just saying, yeah, no, not today, it is absolutely fine not to do it. A little press of your tailbone towards the mat. A little tuck of your chin towards your chest. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. Reach it high. And as you exhale, let those arms just gently float down by your sides. And let's switch so the other leg is in front. We bring the hands to the shins, just below the knees. Take a big breath in, press the chest forward, arch your back, lift your gaze. Seated cat and cow, we're going to do 3 of each. Just moving at your pace. Don't rush it. Feel all the feels. Making sure you're getting those full big deep breaths. 1 more each direction. Inhale it up nice and tall. Bring your hands down by your sides. Press your palms down towards the ground. Close your eyes. Breathe. Gently tuck your chin down towards your chest. Inhale, head up nice and tall. And as you exhale, lean your head to the right. Right ear just gently falling towards that right shoulder. Press your left palm down towards the ground. Close your eyes. Relax your jaw. Inhale it up nice and tall. And as you exhale, lean your head to the left. Left ear just gently falling towards that left shoulder. Right palm presses down towards the ground. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Bring your hands forward. Let's walk it out. And again, you can fully extend those arms, or you can keep those elbows bent. You can support with your hands or your forearms, or let your upper body just be heavy. Again, if you need to get rid of any wiggles, if you need to move, to adjust, please do. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle those arms up and overhead. Reach it high. As you exhale, pull those elbows back and down. Cactus arms, we do 3 of them. Open up that chest, really squeeze through those shoulder blades, activating that upper back. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, pull it down. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, pull it down. Inhale, reach it up. And let those arms just float down by your sides. Let's turn. Lengthen the mat, and we're going to come down onto our back. So you can pull those knees in, whatever you like to do. Just come on down onto your back and draw the knees in. Hands to the shins, just below your knees. Pull those knees in nice and tight and just gently rock it side to side. If the rocking doesn't feel good to you, you can just stay still. We come back to center, placing the feet back to the mat. Knees are bent. We're going to cross that right ankle up and over that left knee. Arms come out of the way, just to a low V or a T, and we're just going to gently rock the knees side to side. You can make this motion as small or as large as you'd like it to be. Still early, so be kind to your lower back. Feel what's going on through the pelvis, in the hip joints. Just promoting a little flexibility in that lower lumbar region of our spine and through the pelvis, getting a good little stretch in the hips. Just waking things up. One more time, we take it to the other side and come back to center, placing that right foot to the mat. We cross that left ankle up and over the right. And again, we just rock the hips, rocking the knees side to side, making it as big or as little as you want it to be. Taking your time, it's not a race. Just really checking in about what's going on and what you feel. Let's do one more rotation. And come back to center, placing that left foot to the mat, bringing your hands down by your sides, palms to the mat, feet are hip width apart. We're going to do 5 bridges here, a little pelvic tilt, pressing the small of the back into the mat, and slowly begin to lift the pelvis as you peel your spine off the mat, 1 vertebra at a time. So now we're kicking in those glutes, we're kicking in the hamstrings, promoting that mobility through the spine. We come back down, slow and steady. As you come to just above your pant line, stop, keep that pelvic tilt, and slowly once again, press it back up. We're pressing through our heels to activate those hamstrings. We're giving those buns a little squeeze at the top. No pain in that lower back. And then slowly bring it back down. Similar to our cat and cow here, just working to promote that independent movement of each vertebra as we press it back up. Should start to feel a little fire burning in the bum, or at least a little warm activation, if not a fire. Just keeping that pelvic tilt, keeping those transverse abdominals engaged, and we press it up one last time, holding it at the top. Breathe. With that good little extra squeeze, hopefully now we've gone from a little warm to a little warmer, and then slowly bring it back down. This time we're going to come all the way down. Drawing that right knee in towards your chest, and then the left. Extending the legs, bringing the hands behind the legs. Go ahead and point your toes and walk your hands as close up to those ankles or your feet as you like. As you point the toes, can you feel that stretch in the front of the foot, the ankle? Now flex your foot and woof, all of a sudden down the backs of the legs, and maybe even the arch of your foot. If it's too intense to hold on at this point, you don't have to hold on with those hands. I'm just kind of resting my hands on my legs and point. Just feel that stretch through the front of the ankle, front of the shins, and again, flex. Now transferring it through the backs of the legs. Breathe. Soften your feet, bend your knees, bring your hands behind your thighs. If you're not comfortable rolling up, come to your side and come up. Let's open up those feet to about the width of the mat. Knees are still bent. We bring our hands forward, resting the hands to the tops of the feet, and just round it over. Draw your chin towards your chest. Again, a nice stretch in that lower back all the way up the spine. Good little stretch for the groin. Starting at your tailbone ever so slowly, start to roll it up. As you sit up nice and tall, whatever leg is more comfortable for you, bring it forward to easy pose. Bring your hands forward, come up, step your foot back, and the other foot back to plank. We hold our plank on your toes or our knees. We lift out of those shoulders. We're strong through the belly. As you exhale, lift your hips to down dog. And we inhale it to high plank, transitioning between these two poses. We should be able to do so without moving our hands or our feet in a perfect world. Back to your down dog. It's a far from perfect world, so if you need to adjust, yes, you can. Inhaling it, coming back to plank, shoulders right over the fingertips. And exhale, lift your hips. Allow the heels to gently sink. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling it to plank. And exhaling it to down dog, holding your down dog. Pressing through the palms of the hands to get the bend out of the wrist as much as you can. If you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. It's not about touching your heels. It's about feeling a really nice long stretch through your spine and down the backs of the legs, whatever that means to you. Inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders toward your thighs. Reach your sit bones high. And as you exhale, let your heels sink. And we're going to check in with that intention that we set earlier. Staying true to that intention, whatever it is. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Let your arms be heavy. Let your head be heavy. Soft bend in your knees. This can feel fairly intense, so if you do need to bend your knees a little bit more, that is fine. We bring the hands to the elbows, hold on, and just gently sway side to side. It's all about letting go of things that are weighing us down or impeding us in any way, whether that be thoughts, feelings, things going on in the body, stress, tension. We're going to let it go so that we can move a little easier, breathe a little easier. Coming back to center, relax your arms. Ever so slowly, ragdoll your way up. Stacking each and every vertebra, realigning that spine, just like we did in that bridge pose. As we stand tall, roll those shoulders up and back, and let your shoulders slide down and away. Do that one more time. Roll it up, roll it back, and open your palms to the front. Open those eyes. It just feels like a brand new day. Inhale, reach it high. And as you exhale, left hand comes down, right arm reaches high, lengthen and extend. Maybe look up and find the base of that right thumb. Inhale, both arms come up. And exhale, other side. Left arm up, right arm down, lengthen. Feel that stretch all the way down that left side. Let's do that one more time each side. Inhale it up. And exhale, left arm down, right arm high. Look up and breathe. Inhale, both arms come up. And exhale, other side. Lean in and reach. Inhale, both arms come up, interlace your fingers, turn your palms to face the ceiling. As you exhale, roll the hands to the right, ribs to the left, and then we're going to make a big circle. Hands are going to come forward as we hollow the tummy and chest, and then we roll it to the left, opening out to the side, arching back just a little bit, and then we roll it back to the right. We do 2 more full complete circles, hollowing the tummy and chest, reaching out to the left, arching the back, opening up the chest. We roll it to the right one more time. You can make this as big or as small as it needs to be for you to get the benefits. As those hands come towards the front with that hollowing of the tummy and chest, we pause and we switch. We take it to the right, around back, around to the left, and again towards the front. 2 more full rotations. Just getting a little bit of isolation through the ribs, some core activation as we stay strong through the core and those glutes. Last time, if you need one more, you can take it. If you need one less, we're already past it. Hollow the tummy and chest, and then we lift. Arms come up and overhead, and we let those arms just gently float down by our sides. Roll those shoulders up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. Pull the hands to heart center, rock back to your heels, bring your big toes to touch. We shift our weight to our heels, bend the knees, and sit to chair. You can come as low as you like in your chair. Solid, and I want you to notice what's going on. Where's your weight? Do you favor one leg? Even it out as best you can. As you exhale, sweep your arms back to flight, extend the legs. We level out that spine. We create a 90-degree angle. And again, we sit it back to chair, pull the hands to heart center. Weight is remaining in our heels. Our toes should be able to stay lifted. Hinge it forward, sweep the arms back to airplane. Sit to chair. One more time. Exhale, sweep those arms back, hinge it forward, airplane. And we sit to chair. Hold your chair, find a focal point out in front of you, and shift your weight forward. Lift your heels as high as you're able. Core strong. Again, do you favor one leg? Even it out as best you can. And gently release those heels back down. Shift your weight to your heels and rise. Reach it high. Keep your palms gently touching. Spread your fingers wide and arch it back. Breathe. Inhale it up nice and tall. Pull the hands to heart center. Rock it back to your heels. Open up your feet once again. Feet are parallel. Inhale, reach it high. And exhale, swan dive. Forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. Let's just sway those hips side to side. Checking in. Again, if you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. Taking care of wrists, feeling that nice long stretch. Space in the shoulders, length down the spine, and that good stretch for the hamstrings and the calves. Coming back to center. Shifting your weight to your left foot, right toes reach high. Exhale and sweep that right foot through between your hands. Left foot crosses behind the right. We bring the ankles just as tightly together as we can get them. And our upper body is heavy. Just feeling that stretch. Hips. Down the outsides of the legs and that lower back. We lift just slightly. Walk your hands to the right as far as you can walk them. And draw your nose towards your knee. We lift just slightly and walk it back through center and then over to the left. As far as you can walk your hands and draw your nose towards your knees. We lift coming back through to center. And ever so slowly, ragdoll your way up. Now give those inner thighs a good squeeze. Strong through your core. Engage the glutes. Little instability here with our ankles crossed. That's normal. Roll those shoulders up and back. And if you need to separate those feet, that's okay. Again, a good shoulder roll up and back. And shoulders slide down and away. We reach to the sky, bending that left elbow, hand behind your head, right hand to the elbow. A gentle press. If you like, circle that right arm around behind your back. Reach it up. Can you find your fingertips? Lock them if you can find them. And then gently lean to the right, as far as feels good to you. Again, challenge accordingly, but we always want things to feel good. Never pain, never discomfort beyond a good stretch. We inhale it back up nice and tall. Release your hands, extend that left arm, and then the right, and swan dive down to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, take a giant step back with that left foot, square the front foot so it's pointing straight ahead. We lift those arms, coming up to a crescent lunge. Breathe, inhale, straighten that front leg a little. And exhale, sink. Again, inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink. Stay low in that lunge. Circle the arms forward, around behind, all the way up tall. And now we circle them to the back. Big circle. All the way around behind, all the way up tall. This time, as you exhale, arch it back. Open your arms to a nice wide V. Inhale it up nice and tall. Flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg high. And gently release it down to down dog. Holding your down dog if you like, grabbing a drink of water, or inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, you can hold your plank, or we have 3 tricep push-ups. Slow and steady. Now they can be as big a push-up as you like, or just a slight bend in your elbow. Just activating those triceps. Lift your hips to down dog. Checking in, letting the heels sink. Lifting those sit bones high, head heavy. And breathe. We shift our weight to that right foot, left toes, reach high. Exhale and sweep that left foot through between your hands. Right foot steps in behind your left. Bring those ankles just as tightly together as you can get them. And let your upper body be heavy. And just feel those hips. Notice that weight shift in your feet, your body trying to figure out how to stabilize. We lift just slightly and walk our hands to the left.
As far as you can walk your hands, draw your nose towards your knee. Lifting just slightly, walking it through center, and then over to the right. As far as you can walk it, and draw your nose towards your knees. How you doing? Are you being kind? Are you listening to your body? Walking it back through to center. And ever so slowly roll it up. Give those inner thighs a little squeeze. Strong through those glutes. Stacking each vertebra. And a big shoulder roll at the top. And shoulders slide down and away. Do that again. Big shoulder roll. Take it up and back and let those shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach it high. Bending that right elbow, hand behind your head, left hand to the elbow, and gently press. Chin off the chest. If it feels right to you, circle that left arm around behind and reach up. If you can lock your fingertips, do so. If you need to bring that left hand back to the elbow, that's a good decision. And then slowly lean to the left. Never a competition. It's about meeting yourself wherever you are today. We bring with us all kinds of goodies when we step onto the mat. It's about learning how to efficiently and effectively let go of what's not going to serve us well. Inhaling it back up nice and tall. And release your hands. Extend that right arm and then the left. And swan dive down to forward fold. Let your upper body be heavy. Our practice takes into account if we're dehydrated, what we've had to eat or drink, how we slept. So keep a sense of humor. Be nice. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Take a giant step back with that right foot. Again, straighten out that left foot. Circle the arms back and up and overhead into your crescent lunge. Back leg long and strong, or that back knee can be down. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little. And exhale, sink. Do that one more time. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink, stay low. Circle those arms forward. Big circle, big as you can, all the way up and overhead. And then we take those arms to the back. Big circle. Work in range of motion for those shoulders. As you exhale, arch it back. Open those arms to a nice wide V. Gazing up. Inhale it up nice and tall. Flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back. And extend left leg high. And gently release it down to down dog. We can hold our down dog, grab a drink of water, come into child's pose, or inhale it to high plank. We can hold our high plank, toes or knees. If you like, draw that right knee in towards your right elbow. If you can touch it, touch it. Tap your foot back. Right knee, right elbow. Tap it and tap it back. One more time, right side. Tap it and send it back. Left knee for 3. Draw it in. Step it back. Draw it in. Tap it back. One more time. Draw it in and tap it back and lift your hips to down dog. Feeling those obliques for sure. Sway side to side with those hips. Breathe. Coming back to center. Shift your weight to your left foot. Right toes reach high. Exhale and sweep that right foot through. Back heel to the mat. Windmill your arms up to warrior 2. Pelvis opens to the side. Tummy and chest to the side. Arms extended out to a T. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little. And exhale, sink. Again, inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink. Back arm onto the back leg, front palm to the sky, reach forward as far as you can reach, and then send it up and back for reverse warrior. Turn your gaze towards your back heel. Little tuck of your chin towards that left collarbone. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit and see if you can reach any further back. And then exhale, sink back into that lunge.
And inhale, we rise back to warrior two. Straightening that front leg, opening your pelvis to the side, reach it out over those right toes. When you can't reach anymore, right arm down, left arm reaches high. Feel space in those shoulder joints. Rather than letting your body be heavy, lift. Rotate that left palm towards the front, reach it up and over. Arm right along the side of your face. And then turn your gaze down towards your right big toe. Circle that left arm back up and around behind your back. Forearm along the small of the back. Breathe. Once again, extend that left arm and slowly release that left hand down. Place your left hand along the inside of the right foot. If you need to adjust your feet, adjust. Rotate and reach. Right arm high. Find your breath. Stack those shoulders. Lift. Again, space in the shoulder joints. Rotating that right palm towards the front. Arm comes up and over. Breathe. We look down towards that right big toe as we release that right hand to the outside of your foot. Bend that front knee slightly. Draw your back foot halfway in. We square the pelvis, back foot still at 45 degrees. We're going to bring our hands slightly forward and come up to the pads of our fingers. We work to square the pelvis, to lengthen the spine, and then slowly release the tummy and chest down to that right leg for pyramid. So the more you work to square the pelvis, to draw that left side of the hip, the pelvis forward, that right side back, there's this amazing stretch down the back of that right leg. Hands can remain here or circle the arms around behind your back, interlacing your fingers. Hands can remain at the small of the back or roll those shoulders up and back and lift your knuckles towards the ceiling. A little tuck of your chin towards your chest. Gazing back towards that left big toe. Pyramid pose. Slowly bringing the hands to the small of the back, or if those hands are on either side of your foot, pull your hands to heart center. We lengthen through the crown of the head and slowly begin to rise, hinging all the way up. Hands can remain at heart center, or those hands can be behind the back. Arch it back. Take your gaze up. Open your chest. Breathe. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Transition those hands to heart center if they're not already. Find a focal point out in front of you and shift your weight forward to that right foot. Left knee lifts to 90 degrees and flex your foot. Breathe. Extending your right arm out to a T. Left hand supports underneath that left thigh. If it feels right to you, extend that left leg. You're welcome to walk your hand down towards your foot. You can even take a hold of your big toe with your first two fingers and your thumb. Now that knee can remain bent, or that leg can be long. And if it feels right to you, go ahead and sweep that left leg out to the side. Again, knee bent or leg long. Hand supporting behind the thigh or outstretched towards your toe or anywhere in between. Breathe. Slowly draw that left leg back towards front. Release the hand behind the thigh. Bend the knee. Hands to heart center and gently set that left foot down. Roll out your ankle. Stretch your toes. Get rid of the wiggles in the arms. Take a second, close your eyes. Roll those shoulders up and back with those eyes closed. Let those shoulders slide down and away. And take a moment and feel that connection to the soles of the feet. Feel your nice tall posture, strong through the core, strong through those glutes. And breathe. Roll the shoulders up and back, palms open to front, open your eyes, take a big breath and reach. And exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank, toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog.
Take a second. Let's inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders toward your thighs. Keep those heels high. And exhale, let the heels gently sink. We shift our weight to our right foot, left toes towards the ceiling. Exhale and sweep that left foot through. Back heel to the mat. Windmill your arms up to warrior two. Pelvis opens to the side, tummy and chest to the side. We lengthen and reach from fingertip to fingertip. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little. And exhale, sink. Should feel strong and solid here. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little. And exhale, sink. Back arm onto the back leg. Front palm to the sky. Reach forward as far as you can reach. And take it up and back. Right hand sliding down that back leg. Left fingertips are reaching. Turn your gaze towards your back heel. A little tuck of your chin towards that right collarbone. And breathe. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little. See if you can reach any further back. And then exhale, sink back into that lunge. What do you feel and where? Inhaling it back up to warrior two. Straightening your front leg, opening the pelvis to the side. Reach it out over those left toes. When you can't reach anymore, left arm down, right arm high. Triangle. There are so many places to feel this stretch. I want you to feel strong through the core. Feeling that great stretch through the pelvis, through the ribs and the waist. Rotating that right palm towards the front. Reach it up and over, arm right along the side of your face. How far can you reach? This should be kind of a groaner, actually. Feels so good. We turn our gaze down towards the ground. We lift that right arm high, circle it around behind your back. Forearm along the small of the back. A little tuck of your chin towards that left collarbone. How's your breath? We once again extend that right arm high. And as you exhale, release that right hand down. Place your hand along the inside of your left foot. Again, if you need to adjust your feet, adjust. Rotate and reach. Left arm high. Really working to rotate through the torso. Legs remaining as straight as you can. We lift out of that left shoulder. And we rotate that left palm towards the front. Reach it up and over. Find your breath. Slow, steady breaths. Inhale, extend that left arm high. Slowly release that left hand down, one hand on either side of your foot. A slight bend in that left knee. Transfer your hands forward just a little bit and draw that back foot in. Back foot remains at that 45-degree angle, and we work to square the pelvis. We lift just slightly to lengthen our spine to keep that pelvis square and slowly lower down. Working to place the center of the tummy and chest onto that left leg. Our pyramid pose should feel a pretty darn intense stretch down the back of that left leg. Now your hands can remain here, or you're welcome to circle the arms around behind your back, interlacing your fingers. We can keep the hands resting on the small of the back, or roll those shoulders up and back. Lift your hands towards the sky. Little tuck of your chin, looking back towards that right big toe. Breathe. A little instability here, so feeling all of those little stabilizer muscles working to keep you balanced. All the different places to feel in our pyramid pose. Bringing the hands to the small of the back. If those hands are on either side of your foot, pull your hands into heart center. We lengthen through the crown of the head, core strong, as we slowly hinge it back up. And again, hands can be at heart center or those arms behind us. And as we exhale, arch it back. Lift your gaze. Open your heart. Let your shoulders be heavy. Breathe. Inhaling it back up nice and tall. Transfer your hands forward to the heart center if they're not already. Core strong. We shift our weight forward and lift that right knee to 90 degrees and flex your foot. That left arm extends out to a T, right hand supporting underneath that right thigh.
Chest is lifted, core is strong. If you like, extend that right leg. You certainly don't have to, even if you did it on the other side. If it doesn't feel right, it's okay. You can slowly walk your hand down towards your foot. You can take a hold of that big toe with your first two fingers and your thumb. If you've got shorter legs, it makes it a little easier. Now, regardless of if the knee is bent or the leg is long, if it feels right to you, open that leg out to the side. Keeping that chest tall, strong and solid through the core. Shaky's good. That just means you're working hard. Just make sure you're still breathing. Slowly bring it back to face front. Bring the hand behind your thigh. Bend the knee. Pull the hands to heart center. And gently set that foot down. Roll out your ankle. Stretch your toes. Get rid of the wiggles with the arms. We roll those shoulders up and back. And open to mountain. Inhale, reach it high. As you exhale, swan dive. Forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Breathe. Big, full, deep breaths. From our plank position, we draw that right foot about 2/3 of the way in. Toes are going to be slightly turned open, knee turned open. We roll to the outside edge of that left foot and reach your right arm high. So you should feel a nice stretch in that right hip as you roll open to your side plank. Lift out of that left shoulder. And if it feels right to you, start to lower that left side of your leg to the floor, hip to the floor. You can come all the way down if you want to. Lift out of that shoulder and then slowly lower that right arm down to about shoulder height. Looking out towards the base of your thumb. Breathe. A challenging pose. Listen to your body, and slowly we begin to rise all the way back up. Rolling back to the ball of that left foot, hand comes down, we step our right foot back. Left foot steps about 2/3 of the way in, toes are slightly turned open. You can stay right here, or roll to the outside edge of that right foot, left arm to the sky. Reach it up, lift out of that right shoulder. That right shoulder is right over the right wrist. Now, if it feels good to you, only if it feels good to you, start to lower that outer hip down to the ground. You can stop at any point. We want this to feel good. Just make sure you're not sinking into that shoulder, but you're lifting out. And then slowly start to lower that left arm down to shoulder height, looking towards the base of that left thumb. Making sure you're breathing slow and steady. Core strong. We start to lift that left arm. We start to press it back up to that side plank. Slowly releasing that left hand down as we roll back to the right toes and step it back. Toes or knees. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And press it back to child's pose. Knees to the mat, shins to the mat. Pressing those sit bones back towards the heels. And breathe. Nice work. Big, full, deep breaths here. Let's bring the forearms to the mat, palms to touch. Spread your fingers nice and wide. We're going to bend the elbows and bring the heels of the hands to the back of the head. So we're going to get some work in for core, but it's also going to be a little taxing on our wrists. If wrists need a little extra love today, I invite you to be on fists, or I'll talk to you and show you some different variations as well. Now gently extend those arms. Turn your palms to face the ceiling. Let the back of the hands come to rest on the mat. Feel that little bit of space you create just by rotating those thumbs open and palms high in the upper back between those shoulder blades. Can you notice that? It's subtle, but it's there. Slowly start to walk your hands up we're going to come over onto a hip. Sweep your feet around. Slide on down towards the top of your mat. Grab a little sip. All right, guys. So this is going to be fairly intense. It's going to be fun though, okay? So the legs are long. We're going to bring our hands down by the outside of about of our knees. Depending upon the length of your leg, I got short legs, you guys. So depending upon the length of your legs, you might be a little further back, you might be a little further forward. So whatever feels okay to you, you're going to be up onto the pads of the fingers, point your toes. So what I want from you is to feel that sensation of like somebody just punched you right in your sternum and there was a hollowness to your tummy and your chest. As you do so, we hollow and we lift. We lift those legs coming into a pike and then gently release. Shift your hands back towards your hips, pull your feet in, and we're going to press it through. So we're going to shoot our booty back. We bring it back, bend the knees, bottom comes down, extend the legs, shift your hands forward, point, and hollow. Heels come down, shift your hands, pull your feet in, press it through, hollow. Bring it back, extend. Extend, shift your hands, point your toes, hollow, lift, release, hands shift, feet pull in, palms to the mat, press it through, pull it back, extend. We have one more of each. Extend, extend, point those toes, shift your hands, hollow, and lift. Release. Hands come back by your pelvis. Pull one foot in and then the other. Press it through and shift. Pull it back. Extend and extend. Walk your hands forward. Nice job. Breathe. Just let your feet be soft. Let your upper body be heavy. Feel that stretch in your lower back. Roll the wrists. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Circle those arms to the back. Lean back. Pull the knees in. And we come to boat pose. You are welcome to support your boat behind your thighs or release that support. We lift the chest. We lengthen that spine and we draw that belly button in. Let's bring the knees to touch and flex our feet. Breathe. We tap our right heel and lift it. Tap the left heel and lift it. Back to right and lift. Back to left and lift. Now, if that was easier for you, extend the leg. Tap your heel and pull it in. You don't have to extend it. You can just keep the knee bent. Left heel and pull it in. Again, back to right and pull it in and left. Pull it in. Now, if that was easy and you want to do both legs, you can tap both heels with the knees bent and lift, or keep those independent legs, or tap it out and pull it in. Tap it out and pull it in. We have two more. Tap it out, pull it in. One more. Tap it out, pull it in. Bring the hands behind your legs and slowly take it back. Pull those knees in nice and tight. That should feel super good. Bring your hands to your shins. Interlace your fingers. Let the weight of your arms pull the knees in tight. Let your shoulder blades just rest on the mat. We turn and let that head fall to the right. And just relax the weight of the head. It's all downhill from here. Feels so good. Just our last few stretches. Worked hard. Slowly bringing your gaze back towards center, and then let your head fall to the left. Just relax it. Let the tension go. Bring your gaze back to center. Separate your hands. Bring the hands to the tops of the knees or the tops of the shins, and let those knees open and let your feet be heavy. And just gently rock side to side. Coming back to center, and I'll lift the soles of the feet towards the ceiling. Reach up, take a hold of the ankles or the outside edge of your feet, and same thing. And just rock it side to side. Little super happy baby. We come back to center, release those feet, extend the legs, and again, flex your feet. Do you remember this one? Just let your legs kind of be heavy. Let gravity play with this stretch a little bit. You don't even have to hold on, but if you want to add a little weight, just bring your hands behind your legs, and we flex, and we feel that transition of that stretch down the backs of the legs. And point your toes, feel that stretch through the shin and through the front of the ankles. You can use the strength of the arms to pull those legs in. We are almost done with class, so hopefully you've really warmed up those hamstrings and calf, and again, flex your feet. This time, if you like, take a hold behind the calves and pull those legs in. You can even wrap the forearms around the backs of the calves. You're welcome to lift your upper body and draw the upper body towards the legs, pulling with those arms to draw the legs towards the upper body. There's this nice little pressure massage happening in that middle back. Little tuck of your chin. Make sure you're helping support through the neck. If you need to support, you can also use your hand. We will lower that upper body. Again, we bend those knees. We place that right foot to the mat and then the left. Hands are down by your sides. Feet are hip width apart, little pelvic tilt, and press our way back up to that bridge pose. We're going to do a little more intense of a bridge pose here. So as we come up, we give those buns a good squeeze. If it feels right to you, roll those shoulders underneath you, interlace your fingers. You're welcome to walk your feet in towards your hands. Again, you don't have to. We press and squeeze those buns as we press the heels into the mat. Now, if it feels right to you, come up to the pads of your feet. I should say the pads of your toes and the ball of your feet. With those heels lifted, just feel a little different sensation. Then gently place those heels back down and walk your feet away from you and lift your feet or lift your toes and the balls of your feet, pressing your heels into the mat. Now, if you're taking special care of your lower back, this is as far as you're going to go. If you're feeling pressure in that lower back, you're going to pull those feet back in and keep the soles of the feet to the mat. If you like, take a big step out with one foot and the other. Give those buns a good squeeze. Lift those hips. Breathe. Now walk your feet back in. Soles of the feet to the mat. Press and lift. Release your hands. Unroll one shoulder and then the other. And ever so slowly, bring it back down. One vertebra at a time. Ah, that feels good. Heel toe your feet open. Arms are just out of the way, and gently rock your knees side to side. Revisiting. How do you feel? Hopefully range of motion is a whole lot easier. We've let go of any tension or tightness we've been holding on those hips. So anytime you're going through anything kind of trying in your life, there's a tendency for the hips to hold on to that trauma, tension, worry, anxiety. Negative energy loves to live in the hips. So really just do your best to let it go, but also be kind. We come back to center. Extend that left leg out long. Pull your right knee in towards your chest. Right arm extends out to a T. Left hand to the outside of the right knee and gently pull your leg across your body. Turn and look out over your right arm. Close your eyes. Find your breath. Gently release that left hand. Roll it back to center. Extend that right leg. Point your toes. Little external rotation through that hip and slowly lower your leg down. Reach out through the toes. Make your leg as long as you can before gently letting it come to rest. And then pull that left knee in. Left arm out to a T. Right hand to the outside of the left knee and gently pull your leg across your body. Again, we work to keep both shoulders down and turn and take your gaze out over that left arm. Just breathe. Gently releasing that right hand, rolling back to center, extending that left leg, point your toes, lengthen your leg, little external rotation through your hip, and slowly lower your leg down. Reach out through those toes, make your leg as long as you can. As your heel touches, extend those arms up and overhead. If that is not great for your shoulders, it's fine. Find a place either to a T, a high V, or even a low V, and just really lengthen through your limbs. From the shoulder joint to the tips of the fingers, from your hip joint to the tips of your toes. And then soften your feet. Slowly lift those hands towards the sky. Turn your palms and slowly lower your hands down. Back of the hands just gently floating down towards the mat till they come to rest. A little lift of your chest to roll those shoulders underneath you just a little bit and relax the weight of your body down against the mat. A slight tuck of your chin towards your chest, just tiny, but just releasing any tension at the base of your head. If you find you need to let go of any more wiggles or make any other adjustments, please take the time. If you are more comfortable in a position other than on your back, change. Find a place that feels good to you. Just be safe to get there. Be kind to your body. Close our eyes. We let the weight of our body be heavy against the earth. We focus on our breath, the length and the depth of each inhale and each exhale. Aware and present, yet away from our everyday life. A place of peace and serenity. A place of calm and comfort. Soft and warm. Flowing with our breath, feeling that wonderful positive energy move through our body, helping to heal, to calm, to mend. As we remain here quiet and away, yet present and aware, I share with you just a few words that you're welcome to take with you or let float on by. Today's motivation. When you focus on problems, you get more problems. When you focus on possibilities, you have more opportunities. Let's hear that again. When you focus on problems, you get more problems. When you focus on possibilities, you get more opportunities. Sometimes when life can get heavy and it seems like you're just getting pegged left and right with troubles and problems, a shift, a slight shift in how you perceive what's happening as an opportunity to learn and to grow. So again, as you focus on problems, you get more problems. As you focus on possibilities, you get more opportunities. We take just a few more moments to breathe slow and deep. We work to keep our mind, our thoughts, our heart focused on the opportunities and the possibilities in front of us. As you are ready, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Stretch your limbs. Take the time you need, and whenever you are ready, however you wish, come up to a seated position that feels good to you. We bring our hands to heart center and a gentle tuck of our chin towards our chest. And again, just a moment of gratitude here. We take a moment to set an intention for the rest of our day. We're going to check in with that intention throughout the day, letting it help guide us. Not restrict us, but guide us. Gently lift your face, open your eyes. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Take care of yourself, stay warm, be well, and I will look forward to the next time we get to practice together. Until then, be well, take care, light, love, and namaste.